Hello, class. I hope you are all doing well. This is Dr. Stephen Mujeye, your instructor in ITT 121. And I just want to point out a few things to you regarding one of the crucial assignments in this class, that is the installation of Server 2012 in your virtual environment. I will begin by highlighting what I have in the add-on instructor add-on section. You'll notice that I posted a link there where you can go to download Server 2012. So that's one of the options that you have. You can go to that site and download the 180-day trial that is going to be good for 6 months, which should be good enough for the time that our course will run. So that's one option. The second option that you have is you can go into the Student Success Center. As you can see in the Student Success Center, if you scroll down on the right side, you'll notice right here it says GCU Virtualization Solutions. You can get some there's information about setting up a VMware. There's information about setting up Microsoft Image. So if you click on this link, that will open the PDF, and that PDF is coming up. This is the PDF with the link that you need in order to if you click this link, it will take you to a website where you can download the Server 2012 that you need. Actually, when you do that, when you set it up, you will have to put your information, and then they'll it takes a while for them to approve it. They'll send you an email like the one that you are seeing on my screen. So when I received that email, it means my account was good to go. And then you log in. Log in here onto Microsoft Image, and notice there are some VM solutions associated with VMware solutions associated with that. Or the if you click under Microsoft Image, there is there you have different options. You have Visio that you can download. You have the operating systems, I should say. And for this class, we're going with Windows Server 2012 R2. So you can follow that link where you can download. There are different options for Server 2012. There is the Windows Server 2012 R2 data center. That's the one that I recommend. Well, the R2 data center, and the one with the update 64-bit, or you can go with the Windows Server 2012 R2 standard. Either of those should be fine for what we need to do in this class. So when you go to download that, that will give you the product key that you need to register your operating system. Okay, so that's one option. The other option would be, like I mentioned, going with the free trial. When you click the link that I sent in the class under the add-ons, that will take you to this site, by Microsoft, where you can download different versions. Go with Windows Server 2012 R2, and some of you have been asking about the different file types. I recommend that you go with ISO, since you're going to be installing this in a virtual environment. Go with the ISO image, and you click continue. You'd have to go through this process where you register your information. But after you do that, you will be able to download the ISO image. And in terms of the ISO image, in my situation, you can see right here, this is a copy of the ISO image that I was able to download, the one which was free. After you have downloaded that, you go to your virtualization software. If you are using VMware, I have VMware Workstation 14 player here. Then within VMware, if you go to player, and then there is no new machine, so I'll go to file and then new virtual machine. You may notice things differently. If you have some other machines here, they will be displaying. So I do not have a disk. I have an ISO image. That's you need to click the second option and then browse to the folder where you have saved your ISO image, and then double click that and then open. And then if you click next, that will take you through the process of installing your virtual mesh, your Server 2012 in using a VMware player, VMware Workstation 14 player. So that's one option if you go with VMware, or now it's going through the process there. Some of you may prefer Oracle VM VirtualBox. They basically do the same thing. They provide the platform where you can install another operating system in a virtual environment. So with Oracle VM VirtualBox, I'll give it the name Server 2012. I could even put, well, I'll just leave it as Server 2012. And if you click down below here, you'll notice that there is the Windows 2012 64-bit. Microsoft stopped supporting a 32-bit with the Windows 2012, so it's only the 32-bit. You go through the process of selecting the RAM that you want to associate, the virtual disk, VDI. You can simply go with the defaults here. This is the place where you want to save your file. Make sure you browse to the folder where you want your virtual machines to be installed. Then you click create. And then now with Oracle VM VirtualBox, it's slightly different from VMware in the sense that you would have to double click it. After you double click it, one thing that I want to warn you is right on this screen, make sure you point to the folder where you have that ISO image. All right, so I have it in this folder. I'll double click that and then click start. After that, the installation process is beginning in Oracle VirtualBox. And it's going to be the same thing in VMware. The installation is pretty straightforward, so I'll let you guys do that. But whether you are doing it in Oracle VM VirtualBox or in VMware, it's going to be about the same process. All right, so that's what I wanted to point out. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Thank you.